Hello everyone. Welcome to Current News. The Colorado judge presiding over the first significant lawsuit to bar former President Donald Trump from appearing on the state's 2024 presidential ballot issued a protective order prohibiting threats and intimidation in the case on Friday. She stated that the safety of those involved, including herself and her staff, was critical as the groundbreaking litigation progressed. Based on what we've seen in other cases, I completely understand everyone's concerns for the parties, the lawyers, and frankly, myself and my staff, District Judge Cerebi Wallace said as she consented to the protective order. The order forbids the parties to make threatening or intimidating statements. It was opposed by Scott Gessler, a former Colorado Secretary of State who was defending Trump in the dispute. He argued that a protective order was unnecessary because threats and intimidation are already illegal under the law. Get ready to uncover the fascinating layers of this unfolding story. If you're just joining us or haven't become part of our community yet, don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. The order was obtained by lawyers for the liberal group, Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, which is attempting to ban Trump from the ballot under a seldom invoked Civil War-era section of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. According to Gessler, the intense rhetoric on this issue has come, in part, from the left. "We have a lively political debate here," he remarked. "For better or for worse, this case has become a focal point. Dozens of lawsuits have been filed across the country seeking to disqualify Trump from running for office in 2024 under the 14th Amendment clause that prohibits anybody from running for office who has taken an oath to the Constitution and then engaged in insurrection against it. Their arguments center on Trump's participation in the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol to block legislative certification of the 2020 presidential election. The Colorado action is the first to be filed by a group with significant legal resources. The case is expected to reach the United States Supreme Court, which has never decided on the 14th Amendment's insurrection provision in Section 3. Wallace has scheduled a hearing for October 30th to debate whether Trump should be removed from the ballot under Colorado law, which prohibits candidates who do not meet the criteria for higher office from appearing on ballots. She has stated that she wants to allow the Colorado Supreme Court, and maybe the United States Supreme Court, as much time as possible to examine the judgment before the state's January 5th deadline to design its presidential primary ballot for 2024. A similar case, filed by another well-funded leftist group in Minnesota, is said to be addressed by that state Supreme Court on November 2nd. Trump's attorneys are set to make 2 requests to dismiss the complaint later Friday. One would argue that the lawsuit is an attempt to punish Trump for using his free speech rights. Wallace has scheduled a hearing for October 13th to argue that claim. The protection order was proposed in court on Friday by Sean Grimsley, a counsel for the plaintiffs in the case. Last Monday, he highlighted federal prosecutor Jack Smith, who sought a gag order against Trump for threats made during his trial of the former president for attempting to alter the 2020 presidential election results. At least one of the parties has a tendency to tweet or use Truth Social, Grimsley added, referring to Trump's own social network where he broadcasts most of his pronouncements about witnesses and courts. Thank you for watching until the end. We invite you to share your thoughts on this news in the comments section. If you found this update informative, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing for more news coverage. Wishing you all the best, and until next time, God bless America.